Good morning, everyone. So this is the results of the Betaine experiment on Captain Midnight number 19. Did the experiment work? Yes. I would say the Betaine did add mechanical strength to the paper. That's one thing for sure. You feel the paper is heavier, has good tensile strength subjectively. I think the negatives are we probably used too much betaine. Maybe a single application of betaine was sufficient to carry the experiment through, not two applications. The other thing about this is that with the when you turn the pages, right, when you go from one page to another, it feels like they're clinging to each other, right? Like as if they're not turning as smoothly as possible, even though now with this demonstration they are turning. That's another thing I noticed about this. A second thing I noticed is that some of the pages have tanning to them. Like if you look at a page that I did not treat yet with betaine, which is this page here, it feels light. This one feels lighter, much lighter, right? And you can see the color differential between the two. There is definitely color differential between pages that have been treated and the front pages that haven't, right? Haven't been treated yet. So this one has still need to cut here. So I did the leaf casting on it. The color came out a bit off, but I'm okay with that. But the leaf casting job is great, right? It looks really nice and smooth. And I did this whole side here. Yeah, so, and I just caused a rip, I think, in it. So I need to be careful. All right, so this is really still very flimsy in a sense. Doesn't have the mechanical strength to it. Doesn't have the tensile strength yet. Doesn't feel heavy. These, on the other hand, do feel heavy. And they do have a bit of strength that you don't notice with the other untreated sheets. So I think what I'm going to try to do is, in the future, if I were to use betaine, I'm going to take these sheets, apply betaine to them, and rinse with water afterwards, not keep the betaine in, because I think 2 applications of betaine is too much. And these probably will do better if I were to rinse them with water. This clinginess and this feel to them, there's a feel to them as if they are still wet, and even though they're not wet, but they're fresh, like they're as if they're fresh out of the printer. They're very pliable. So this pliability is something that may be betaine related, but they were pliable before, right? So I really can't speak to that yet. Page to page, the color is a bit different. So I don't know if that has to do with betaine. These all have, you see how the colors are great still? Because minimal treatment in calcium hydroxide didn't remove the colors. Some of the green washed off, but really in the past when I did Fawcett comics, the interior pages bled so much color I lost a good amount of green. Not this time. This time I limited the amount of calcium hydroxide, and the betaine doesn't seem to be affecting the colors as much. And betaine has good qualities to it. It is alkaline in that sense, just like it complements the calcium hydroxide. Not as alkaline as calcium hydroxide, but it is alkaline. The downside of Betaine is that the pages seem wet, which is like a weird thing to say, but they seem like too pliable, too, like as if they're heavy, right? But that's probably the way it works on these inside wraps. All right, so in conclusion, would I use Betaine again? Absolutely 100%. But I would probably wash it off after I use it with water. I would do one application and then check the wrap and see if it takes or not. Would I do 2 applications of Betaine? This one I went over because I thought the sheets might deserve 2 applications, but that's all subjective, and I would say probably didn't need a second application of Betaine. Okay, so I am going to rinse these off with calcium hydroxide again. Just do another wash, and I'll do it on a single sheet and see how that turns out and compare it to other sheets that didn't get a second wash with calcium hydroxide and see if that makes a difference. All right, guys. Thank you for watching.